Shildhorn. Senator Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I want to thank you for the video that you showed at the top of the hearing that told the story of Jennifer DeStefano. Jennifer is a mom of 4 from Scottsdale, and as I think we heard earlier this year, she got a call from an unknown number, and when she picked it up, it was her 15-year-old daughter. Her daughter was crying and calling out for her. A man got on the phone and threatened to harm her kid unless she paid $50,000. The man said he needed the money in cash and would be coming to her in a van. And folks nearby called 911 as well as calling Jennifer's husband. Turned out that her daughter was just at home, not with kidnappers. And the call wasn't real. Scammers had used, in this case, AI to create a voice that sounded like her daughter's voice, and she couldn't tell the difference. And even though in that moment of extreme, horrific, terror probably shook Jennifer to her core, the police said there was nothing that they could do. No money was transferred. No crime, they said, had been committed. Now, this feels to me, and I imagine many others, and to many Americans, as a huge blind spot in the law. I think we have a couple lawyers on the panel here, so for Mr. Schildhorn and Mr. Wiseman, how should we in Congress be looking at filling these gaps in the law?
Thank you, Senator. As I think you've just mentioned it as part of your question, it is a fundamental principle of our system that there is a remedy if you're harmed. And with crypto and AI, the law enforcement does not have a remedy, and neither does the judicial system. You can't find anyone to sue. So my answer is that there needs to be some legislation that allows these people to be identified, or where the money has gone to be identified, so that there's a remedy for the harm that's being caused. Currently, there's a hole in the system. There is no remedy that I'm aware of.
Well, how about of the issue that in this specific case, and by the way, I've had this, this happened to somebody I'm rather close with, almost the exact same thing. And again, no money was transferred. But it was incredibly, shocking to, in this case, it was a grandparent that had the same issue. Same thing happened to them with a grandkid. No money was transferred. To me, that still seems like a crime, attempting to rip somebody off, even though they weren't successful. Do you feel we should make that a crime and their criminal penalties?
Well, Senator Kelly, I'm not an expert on this, but I'm a lawyer, so that's never stopped me from giving an opinion. So in this instance, I mean, there are analogies in the law to intentional infliction of emotional distress. I believe that's a cause of action in many states. So there might be a way to enhance that type of law, that if someone's using this, even if you don't spend money and you cause that kind of shock and distress, that the law allows you to recover a sum of money that's not calculated by how much you've actually lost, but how much pain and suffering you've incurred because you've been subject to that type of extortion.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Wiseman?
Yeah, and I think Gary hit on the key word there. Extortion is a crime. Attempted extortion is a crime. I do think it already is a criminal violation, but I agree with you. I think that some federal legislation to this particular medium of delivery of this extortion could be done. The other thing is, one thing I tell my students when we're talking about white-collar crime, the answer to every question is, it's about the money. And so here, as has been said before, it's very difficult to trace it. They're using burner phones. Who knows even where they may be? They may be even using voice cloning technology. They can be in a foreign country where their accents are no longer going to be able to be heard. But what we can do is, as the Senior Safe Act is, go after gift cards because they pay by gift cards. Go after the wiring. Go after the banking. So you stop it there where people, they're in the rush of emotion. Then they go to pay by a gift card, and the gift card people say, where's this going? What's this for? and they recognize the scam. So stop it before it actually occurs.
Thank you. And Mr. Chairman, I'm going to submit a couple questions for the record. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Kelly. We'll turn next to Senator Gillibrand.